With the arrest of Columbia University student and pro-Palestinian activist Mahmoud Khalil comes a wave of uncertainty for other green card holders in the country. As immigration debates heat up, more green card holders are pushing to become U.S. citizens in hopes of not being a target.
It's a family restaurant. Everybody loves this restaurant so much.
For more than 30 years, Harold Juarez made the drive to Louisiana Pizza Kitchen in the Carrollton Riverbend neighborhood, a job he's held since before graduating from his alma mater, then Warren Easton High School.
I got married in 1990. A month before I graduated, I started working for Louisiana Pizza Kitchen.
I can't imagine him not being here. It's part of this restaurant. Like, if he was missing, it would be half of the restaurant was missing.
It's that possibility that pushed Rob Gerhardt to make a call to action through a heartfelt Facebook post. In December, he asked the New Orleans community to dine in at the Pizza Kitchen with a purpose, supporting Harold as he begins his journey to citizenship. While Harold has been in America almost 40 years, he was born in Corinto, Nicaragua. As the Nicaraguan Revolution played out, Harold's mother said it was no longer safe for him to live there.
The reason I was escaping is because my country back in 1979 was in war, and any teenagers at age of 14, they was obligated to go to war.
So they were forcing children?
They were forcing children to go to war. This is guerrillas. People they don't care. You know, they just, if you're 14, if you can hold a gun, why you not going to war? Basically, that's what their mentality was. My mom was afraid for me to, they cut me and go to war.
Right.
So she decided to send me to the United States.
Harold was granted political asylum and made the journey to America when he was 14 years old in 1986. First, a brief stay in New York City, then New Orleans, where he's lived legally with a green card for almost 40 years. In that time, he's been married and raised 3 children who were all members of the U.S. military.
I made sure my kids had whatever I never had.
Right.
And
Right.
me and my wife fight enough for they don't go through what we went through.
You have a green card. Were you ever fearful that anything would happen with that?
I have a green card, but I don't know if I can be deported or not.
Harold says comments made within the Trump administration fuel those fears, like this one by Vice President J.D. Vance as he discussed the green card status of Mahmoud Khalil, a Columbia University grad school student who was arrested, accused of distributing pro-Hamas propaganda during a pro-Palestinian protest and occupation in Columbia University.
A green card holder, even if I might like that green card holder, doesn't have an indefinite right to be in the United States of America.
According to CBS News, a green card holder can face deportation if they're accused of committing a crime, marriage fraud, or controlled substance abuse, among other offenses. But under the Immigration and Nationality Act, green card holders don't need to be convicted of a crime to be deported. Specifically, there's a provision that says, quote, a non-citizen whose presence or activities in the United States, the Secretary of State has reasonable ground to believe would have potentially serious adverse foreign policy consequences for the United States is deportable. This is the provision being used to justify Khalil's arrest, though attorneys for Khalil say there is no evidence that Khalil provided support of any kind to a terrorist organization.
Not too far from this raid, 2 others took place.
Videos of ICE raids posted on social media across the country have stoked fear.
We have not documented any major increase in arrests. We have had a lot of fear and concern.
Activist groups locally, like Unión Migrante, say they're on high alert.
Aquí estoy fuera de la escuela Mores Jeff, la escuela primaria.
Now's the time to consult with an attorney and see if you can get something. Now's the time to be very aware of your constitutional rights.
Boundless Immigration co-founder and CEO Xiao Wang says that concern is leading to a spike in naturalization applications.
And then we've seen 3x the volume for people looking for help from getting to green card to citizenship. So we're projecting upwards of 330,000 applications nationally this year, with Louisiana following the same trends as the rest of the country.
As for Harold, his journey to citizenship has begun as his application for naturalization was accepted. He now anxiously awaits to move through the process. In the meantime, he'll continue to return to the place that's become more than a pizza kitchen with the friends who've become more like family.
I've been here 40 years plus. I would like to be a U.S. citizen and enjoy the American dream, because that's what I did. I came here to have a dream, and my dream has come true.
Now, so far, Khalil still faces deportation. That is, despite having no criminal charges. His first hearing in immigration court is scheduled for March 27th.